Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. This is part 2 of the ambush videos I'm going to be doing. If you haven't seen the first part, go ahead and watch that before you watch this one so you can understand things. There are two types of ambushes that you can have. You can have a deliberate or a hasty. Video 1 we talked about the deliberate, planning it out thoroughly and then initiating it. The second type is hasty. Hasty is an ambush that you're going to do if you're on a patrol or out in the woods or walking with a group of people and you see a situation that's developing. You might see the enemy and you can quickly set up an ambush. This is done very quickly. There's no really not a lot of talking. This is what's worked out in the rear or when you're at your base or in your retreat. You're going to practice doing this, setting up ambushes hasty. What you're going to do, you see the situation developing, and as a leader you say, hey, we can set up an ambush right over there. There's a good spot. You give the command hasty ambush, give a direction, and that's all you need to say. You're going to very quickly get in position and then ambush the people. This needs to be practiced, so don't think you just go out, hey, I see him, we're going to do a hasty ambush. You need to practice. It's called rehearsals. I mean, you're going to do it till you get very tired of doing it, until every person knows what's going to go on. Because if you don't do it right and the enemy sees you go down into a position, it's not going to be good for you. You'll know your exact location. So that's a hasty. So remember, you got a deliberate or a hasty. And there's also a point and area. The first video we went over the point ambush. I'm going to go over the area ambush now. It's a little different, but a lot of the same principles apply. This is an area ambush. Say you have a road or a trail where the enemy's coming down. This is your primary ambush. This is your central ambush. This is the point ambush if you were just having one. But you're also going to have secondary ambush set out here. What happens is the enemy comes down. These guys on the sides, they do not initiate the ambush. Enemy comes down, but they do relay the information back to your leader so he can make a decision. Now, if he's relaying information, there's 50 vehicles coming through, yeah, you're not going to let this thing go. So you don't have to initiate your ambush. Just let the stronger forces go on through and look for a better target. Enemy comes, gets here, and the central ambush is initiated, and fire into the ambush. If by chance any of these vehicles are able to get away and go this way, as soon as the vehicle gets here, they will initiate the ambush and keep them from escaping. Or if they go this way, these guys initiate. These guys will also be used to isolate the enemy. If the enemy gets hit and falls back but gets pinned down and they call for reinforcements, any reinforcements come, as soon as the reinforcements get here, they will initiate their ambush. It's a little bit more complicated, but very easy to do. If you can get down one ambush, then work on the area ambush. You can set up two different types of ambushes. You can set up the linear ambush, which we've gone over in depth, but I'm going to go over it one more time. This is a linear ambush. You pick a site. You definitely have a left and a right boundary, so you definitely have a kill zone. It's just not guessing. You definitely have. You pick out a site. All right, that tree right there and those big rocks over here. Everything in the center is your kill zone. You have your enemy route. He's coming through this way. Make sure you have some type of obstacles. It could be a huge bunch of bushes where no one can get through, but make sure you have lanes so you can travel through and assault the enemy after you initiate your ambush. Make sure you put out security to the left, to the right, and security for your rear. This is the standard linear point ambush. The next ambush is called the L-shaped ambush. A little bit more complicated, but much more effective, devastating to the enemy. This is an L-shaped ambush. What you basically do is it's the same like a point ambush, but you have an L. You're going to pick a road or a trail that does a nice sharp bend in it. Do not, if this road right here continued down, do not put these guys over here, because what they would be doing is you'd be separating forces by a danger zone. Any road or big trail would be considered a danger zone. Do not do it. Find a spot with a nice turn or curve in it. What you're going to do is set up the same type of ambush. Pick a definite kill zone. In place your men. And then in place your men over here. These are the supporting guys. These are the assaulting guys. So what's going to happen is the enemy comes into the kill zone. You will initiate fire into the kill zone. These guys over here will also fire into the kill zone as soon as it's initiated. So it's like one big initiation. The guys on the end, you have to be very careful for. I would put my most experienced guys on the end. The reason is, in the excitement, you don't want that guy to be shooting this direction into your guys, or this guy in his excitement be shooting down into the guys down here. Put your best experienced guys here, and also, it's a requirement, you're going to put a stake in the ground. So his weapon can physically not point at these guys because he'll keep bumping into a stake on both locations. It's a must. It's a must for seasoned professionals or civilians in time of need. Stakes need to go in to keep that rifle from shooting at your own guys. If I was in charge of civilians with only civilian weapons, I would probably put shotguns here. I would definitely put, if you had an AR or an AK or a box magazine, this is your best weapon system right there. If you have semi-automatic, this is where. The reason is, when this guy fires, he's firing down the whole kill zone. If these guys fire, they're just firing through the kill zone. In the military, a machine gun will be placed here. Let's say you initiate it, you're firing into the kill zone. These guys right here, what they're going to do, if they have no clear targets in their area, they cannot see anything, you're going to fire down your lane, like in a bowling alley right there. This guy will shoot down his lane. What this will happen is if these guys leave the kill zone and get farther back, the rounds from these guys will either hit them, or secondly, if they hit trees all around them, these guys are going to go down on the ground. If they go down, they're more in the kill zone. So these guys are going to shoot straight. You don't want these guys shooting into the kill zone because you can see what happens right here. If these guys shoot into the kill zone this way, they're going to be shooting into your own guys. So you will actually shoot down your lane. You initiate the ambush. You've destroyed most of the enemy. You will then assault through. You're going to move through the kill zone without stopping. Double tapping when necessary. And you're going to get to this limited advance. The reason you're going to go to here is because this guy is here. And this guy is actually going to be screaming LOA, LOA, LOA. This way they can clear the total kill zone and total area behind the kill zone. This man screams LOA, limit of advance. So everybody when they get here will hear the LOA, they will stop, and they know they've gone far enough. Another one is the anti-tank or anti-armor. We don't have that capacity to destroy an armor, but you will be surprised. In conflicts that I've seen, a lot of equipment, a lot of explosives just popped up. A conflict in the United States, I guarantee you, there will be anti-tank weapons floating around. There will be grenades. I guarantee you there will be. There's so much stored inside the United States, this stuff would be looted. Hopefully good men would take them and safeguard them. But you might come across some anti-tank weapons. If you do, and you're going to initiate a anti-armor, what you're basically doing is you're picking I'm going to destroy armor. When you initiate it and you destroy the armor, you will not follow through into the kill zone with your guys. Do not. Your purpose is destroy the tanks or destroy the armor, then fall back. The reason is, if you got armor here, you probably have armor back here. And how quick the armor can move up that road, and you're sitting over here or you've assaulted through, you don't want that. Be happy that you killed what you wanted to kill and just withdraw. Do not get greedy if you're dealing with any type of armor. In the civilian world, if in a raw situation, you might have to figure out what you have to do to kill any vehicles. You can use your imagination on that. I'm going to do probably one more video on ambushes, and I'm going to deal with the ambush in an urban environment. An urban environment is a three-dimensional battle space, so there's other things that we need to think about in an urban environment. Thanks for watching.